Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video and tell you guys that I plan on making a vlog every Friday because Friday seems like the best day of the week to do this sort of thing. The past videos that I posted were basically just, to get the channel off the ground, and were just, that was a chance I got to post everything that I had accumulated over time. So yeah, and that's, basically that. I'll post every Friday unless something like, stupid comes up, like I'm at a friend's house, or I'm doing a project, or, I'm trying to sleep. Yeah. So, that's about it. But I do have a story that I wanted to tell because I remembered it earlier, and I thought it'd be pretty goddamn funny. When I was, I think, 12 or 13 or something like that, one of my best friends had the bright idea, to go play paintball at the local range, because we only have one, because our town is shit, and really, really small, and it's outside, and it's really, really hot, but it's really, really fun, and I love it. So, basically, it was me, my best friend, the friend whose birthday it was, another friend, and the birthday boy's cousin, and cousin's friend. Now, the cousin and his friend were both 17, and we were all 13, so you can see that they probably had some sort of advantage over us when it came to handling, heavy guns made of metal, and air compression tanks, and, giant paint capsules. So we go and we get to this thing. Sorry, I'm wearing shorts. We go and we get to this thing, and they give us these really, really small and inaccurate but heavy guns with these giant plastic canisters at the top for the paintballs, and it makes the gun really uneven and awful and falls over easily. And they gave me, because I was the smallest one in the group, obviously, because I'm tiny and I'm really unathletic, whatever. I was really, really short, really, really skinny, and really, really tiny in general. And they gave me this, big ass pair of goggles that would not stay on for fucking anything. And, I ended up just kinda holding them to my head most of the time, and I would hold my gun in one hand and keep them like this while I was no, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I was able to tighten them enough, but they were still really, really freaking huge, and they took up most of my face. And so we get into the ring, the arena, and the thing you gotta know about my town is that it's really, really deserty. Almost. It's really, really fucking hot and arid and dry, and there's a lot of hills and brush, and it's awful, and I hate it, but I love it because of this particular reason, going out and playing paintball was amazing. So the guys at the range had gone all out and built an arena with, sandbag walls and trenches and, metal pieces for cover and shit like that, and it was really fucking impressive. So it was, I think, the birthday boy, his cousin, and the friend versus the other three of us, and we both went to our separate sides, and the three of us, we hit our little trench at one point, and we ran up into these wooden buildings that they had constructed. And it was something out of Call of Duty. I was ecstatic. I was a tiny 4'11" soldier, and I was amazing. And I was Rambo at some point, but I wasn't because I suck. So I slowly peek out of one of the windows that's there. It's just a big ass square cut out of the wooden wall, and I slowly sneak upwards, and I peek out, and I get shot at, and I freak the fuck out, and I drop my gun, and I fall back, and my two friends start laughing, and I'm like, hey, fuck you guys. Um, eventually they flank and shoot us all down, and we're all dead, and we waste all our ammo trying to shoot back, and we fail. Next round, we are outside because we didn't want to get caught in buildings again. So we're working through the trenches, and I actually do something worthwhile, and I start taking charge with my strategic brain because I'm such a fucking smartass. Not really. I mean, it kicks in sometimes. I guess, maybe. I don't know. So I'm like, you two go that way. I'll go this way. And I sidled against a dirt wall in the trench for a while before I reached a corner, and then I did this like Rambo fucking slide. I went down on one knee, and I just like looked up at the cousin's friend, and I shot him right in the arm. And we had this little discussion right there, just standing there after I shot him and got him out. He's like, "Oh man, hey, thanks for shooting me because it actually made me not afraid. This is the first time I come out here and I was afraid it was gonna hurt a lot, but you know." I was like, "Oh yeah, no problem, bro, no problem. And it's good to meet you," and you know, pleasantries. And in my head I was thinking, "Oh shit, yeah, awesome, it doesn't hurt. That's gonna be fun." Yeah. I was wrong. I got behind one of those metal cover things that I was telling you about, and I peeked around a corner, and to do so, I kind of did this little number, and my ass was jutting out, and I got shot twice in the ass right next to each other in a way that the welts that formed later formed like a sort of 8 shape. And yeah. Not to mention one of my friends, not the birthday boy, was standing there next to me in the bunker, and we were like looking around nervously for people because we heard a lot of gunfire, and I was like, okay, we're just gonna go this way, and we're gonna crawl when we get there, and we're not gonna make any noise. We gotta be careful, Ramses. Ramses, are you listening? And right then and there, right before I turned around naturally just to, you know, look at him and see what he was going to say, I hear this really long, exaggerated groan in pain, like, "Oh!" And I look at him, and I just see, like, this big pink paint splotch on his head of spiky hair, and it was really hilarious, and I just started laughing my ass off right there in the middle of the bunker. And we looked around, and there was no one. Everyone else was on the other side of the field. We were the only two there. And it turns out that someone had just randomly fired upwards, and it landed on his head. That means that the thing traveled at least, like, 60 feet up into the air, and plummeted back down to earth, and smacked him right in the fucking head. So don't you tell me paintball doesn't hurt. Don't you tell me that paintball doesn't hurt when you're a small kid and you have no fat or muscle and you're just a bone. Yeah. Yeah, that was paintballing. I couldn't sleep for 3 nights, or for the next 2 nights. I couldn't sleep on my back because that would mean sleeping on my ass, and I can't sleep on my ass because it hurt too much. So I had to sleep on this, and I couldn't really sit down for the next 2 days because my ass hurt. And I had so much goddamn fun. Yeah. So, you know, that's just kind of a warning to lanky people who want to play paintball. You will end up with purple welts, and they will be on your ass. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night, and I hope you have a restful weekend. I know I will. Goodbye.